got a car wash behind me. Unfortunately, I don't own this one. This is about 20 minutes away from the car wash that I do own, but I do know the story behind this one. It's currently closed and is being remodeled by the new owner. Last year, it came up for sale and someone bought it. Unfortunately, I was a little too preoccupied with getting my own running and doing different real estate projects, and so it wasn't even on my radar. But I have talked with the new owner and found out a little bit more about their plans. And there's a few things about this location and this site specifically that I'm really envious about, and I think are really cool things about this wash that make it unique, as well as the bones of this car wash is really good. It's a newer wash, actually. You know, it's got nice architecture, it's got good curb appeal and everything else. So I think it's a really good starting point for the new owner and what he's gonna be doing to it. This right here is the best thing about this car wash. It's at an incredibly busy intersection with a Walmart across the corner there. You got a Walgreens over here. There's also a Taco Bell and an AutoZone. And then check out this. So they have a very nice LED sign for this car wash. I think it would actually be better if it was on the other road that's adjacent to this one. It'd probably be more visible, but there may be some type of ordinance restrictions here at the city with signage on that road. So regardless, it's got a lot. The other thing that I'm really envious about with this car wash is it appears to have an office upstairs. You can see it's got nice windows that are accessible, and you can see there's a roll of paper towels right there. So you know that those windows are accessible. There's probably a floor right there. The other reason I know that there's probably an office up there is because there's an air conditioning unit going into that office from the back. So that's really awesome. I wish I'd have some place I could go work, do office work and stuff, and also be at my car wash. So let's get into the layout of this car wash. It's a 2 automatic, 2 self-serve bay, which is kind of pretty unique. You don't see just 2 self-serve bays a lot of times. Typically you'll see 4 or 5 self-serve bays with an automatic or 2. But that's just the amount of acreage they have and everything else. So the way these newer car washes were built is, I believe that these are panels that are filled with concrete. And so the wall paneling on this is really nice. It's gonna need to be cleaned up, but I believe it can be restored and looking better. And then around places like this, where it's just ripped apart and stuff, it looks like that might have been vandalism, someone trying to rip out the vault itself. But you can rewrap that. It can be fixed. So right now they have the meter box faceplates removed. I assume that's because they've got new ones measured out and they're gonna be putting in new ones. And they also have the ceilings removed. So looks like they're gonna be putting in new booms and stuff. Anyway, you know that they have done some cleaning up around here, and they're starting the process of this remodel because they've removed a lot of signage. Of course, some of this stuff is vandalism though. Some of the stuff that's removed. So that's the self-serve side. Now, for what I know that's gonna be happening here is one of the owners that's purchased this recently is the distributor that was servicing this site for the previous owner. And the distributor is a distributor for D&S equipment. And so it's my understanding that both these automatics are gonna be likely replaced. They may be refurbished, but I don't think they're gonna be replaced because I can see that they've already removed some of the automatics out of here. Potentially they could be doing a touchless and a touch free, because as you can see, there's a soft touch before and a touchless over here. So you got 2 different types of automatics. And from what I hear, DNS is actually a really good manufacturer, both on the self-serve and automatic side. I've at least read good things about them and everything. So that's what I hear is going on right there. It is taking a while. They've got a pretty nice site around here. They do need to work on their asphalt, it appears, a little bit, and I don't know what they have mapped out on the ground right here, but I think this is gonna either be patchwork that they're gonna do and replace all this, or maybe drain field, but it looks like it's gonna be patches because they've just circled basically where the asphalt's in really bad shape. Okay, now so coming around to what they call the front side, they do have a change machine here. It's a standard changer, which is really good. And then they have one of these systems where you would like swipe your card and get a code and go put your code in the bay, which I think they'll get rid of. I don't typically see these in operation anymore. It sounded like a good idea at the time, I feel like, but I don't see very many car washes continue to utilize these gift card setup kiosks that they have here. Do have a nice looking vending machine in the front here, and then this is the back side or front side, however you call it, of those two automatics, which both have doors, and the timers have been removed from the ground right there. I don't know if you can see that angle, but the timers are gone. Looking in here, I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see what's in here. I can hardly make out what's going on in there, but it looks like they have crates inside there, which is one of those reasons why I think that these are new machines going in. And then right here, once again, you probably can't see, but it looks like there might be a forklift or a scissor lift inside there to do work. The other thing, and talking with the new owner, is he said that they do have a new vacuum system coming in, which it sounds like is probably going to be one of those arch style free vacuum setups that at least most people set them up as free vacuums, which draw in a lot of customers. It sounds like, especially on high traffic areas like this. So that'll be really cool. It'll be interesting to see how this car wash comes along. I'm sure if it's managed right, it'll be very successful. I will tell you this, before this shut down, I knew that it was already in distressed condition. The previous owner wasn't running his floor heat. He was running hoses down to the side of the bays, and then he had PVC pipes where he drilled holes in the PVC and ran water on the concrete to keep it from freezing in the winter. So it just seemed like they were putting Band-Aids on it. It was limping along despite it being in an excellent location. So I'm really curious, excited for the new owners of this, on how they set it up, how it comes along for them. Like the video, follow along, and subscribe, and we'll have part 2, hopefully sooner than later. See ya.